Hey, everybody. Tim Braheem with Performance Experts Coaching and the 360 Experience podcast. And today's business and life tip for you is a psychological one pertaining to your business. And it's the subject matter of increasing interest rates and the fatal mistake that most originators make. So I'm going to paint a picture for you. You start talking to a prospective buyer and rates are at 5.25%, and they don't pull the trigger. They maybe got a couple of offers that didn't get accepted. Now they're at 5.5, 5.75, 6%. And the person says to you, you know what? I think I just need to put this on hold. I can't afford this. The payment's too high. I think I'll just rent for another year. Most loan originators just stop there. Rates go up to 6.25, 6.5, 7%, 7.25. They don't contact the borrower. Why don't they contact the borrower? Because they feel like there's nothing for me to tell them. What am I going to tell them? They punted when it was at 5.75 or 6 or even 5.5. Why would I call them and tell them that we're at 7? Here's why you need to make sure that all of your pre-approved buyers and all of your leads know that rates have gone up another percent or 1.5%, because you need to reset the psychological definition of what a good interest rate is. Let's just take a deeper look at this for a minute. Rates go up to 7.25. They sit there for a little while and then they start coming down. They come down to 6.75, 6.5. All the while, you haven't notified this person that said they wanted to put things on hold at 5.75. They come down to 6. We've had meaningful movement to the downside at this point. You call up that client, you say, hey, rates are at 6. Or they call you and say, hey, I heard that rates are coming down. Where are they right now? You say they're at 6. Their definition of a great rate is something below what they punted at. So if they punted at 5.75, their definition of a great rate is 5.5. You're still not going to get them to move. But if all the while rates were climbing, you continued to notify them of this and created a little bit of pain for them for having waited. Okay, because when you tell them it's 6.5, 6.75, 7, I guarantee you they're having the conversation with their spouse and themselves that we waited. We shouldn't have waited. We should have moved when they were at 5.75. Boy, I wish that I could have that rate. Now, when rates start to come back down and you can talk to them about an interest rate of 6%, 5.78, 5.75, all of a sudden that sounds a lot more attractive to them, because you've reset the definition of what an attractive interest rate is. It's an important suggestion. I used to do this very effectively as an originator back in the day, and most of my clients in the Leadership 360 program have been doing an effective job of it as well, and I know that they're going to have great success when these rates start to subside. I hope that you found this business tip to be helpful for you. Please make sure that you subscribe to the 360 Experience podcast. I've got a lot of great conversations coming your way that you're going to find to be highly educational and really beneficial. Thanks very much.